I have been all over the Raiders. I love the Davante Adams acquisition. I think it's a rarity when you've got a talent like his being acquired, and then even more rare that the quarterback who you're pairing him with goes way back. They're tight. They love each other, and the chemistry is already there, and they've already played together. Although years ago, I love what the Raiders have done, and I think they win that division. And I hand it off to you that way, Mark Schlereth.
Well, I hate the Raiders with a white hot intensity of 1,000 suns, so it's hard for me to pick them. But let me just tell you, I think they're a pretty damn good team. I think Derek Carr is one of the most undervalued players in the league, regardless of position. I think he's that good. And Davante Adams, like Aaron Rodgers told me about Davante Adams. He said, "Listen, man, this guy comes back to the huddle, and he doesn't throw a fit about, hey, man, I'm open or this, that, or the other. He'll say, hey, in this formation, when we were in this in the first quarter, I got this coverage and I got this leverage. So if we get into a critical situation in third down, we get back in that formation with that play called, I'm going to change my route to this, and I'll be wide open." And then Aaron will go, okay, duly noted. They'll get in the situation. They'll look at each other and go, okay, we're in. Like, his intelligence rivals that of Cooper Kupp at the wide receiver position, like a quarterback playing wide receiver. And then in critical situations, second down and long, third down and long situations, I mean, he's going to get double teamed, and it doesn't matter. He's just better than you. He's like Globo Gym. We're better than you, and we know it. That's the way that guy plays the game, the way he plays that position. So I'm with you on the Raiders, their acquisitions. Chandler Jones, probably undervalued. People think of him as just a pass rusher, but that dude can play the run. That guy plays with great leverage. He's a really good football player. On the opposite side of, Max Crosby, who is just, that dude has a nonstop motor. So I'm with you on the Raiders and their offseason acquisitions. I think they've significantly improved their roster.
So who do you have winning the AFC West, Mark Schlereth? Because I know you clearly know the Broncos organization, and you're there. You've got a front row seat there in Denver, in the great state of Colorado. The expectation level for them is what? And then if you wouldn't mind buttoning up with who you think wins the division, if it is them or the Raiders or the other two.
I think their expectation level is, it's playoffs. That's the expectation level. But you've got a first-time head coach, bunch of, first-time coordinator, just a bunch of first-timers on that coaching staff. And, ultimately you've got a roster that looks like it's full of potential. But what we used to say about potential when I was playing, potential gets you fired. Potential is great, but I want guys who can play. So I don't know what they are at the tight end position right now. I don't know really what they are at the wide receiver position. I don't know what Jerry Jeudy is going to be. We assume with a legitimate quarterback that he is going to have star potential, but he hasn't shown that to this point. So he's an incredible athlete, but that doesn't make you a great wide receiver at this point. So there's a lot of question marks there that, I always say this about the Chargers. As much as I like them on paper, Charger going to Charger, they're going to find a way to screw up 4 games. That's who they are. And they've always been that way. And until they prove me otherwise, I can't pick them. I'd probably go with Kansas City, but I'll be really interested to see what Andy Reid what he evolves into. Because Tyreek Hill, as you know, is probably the most dynamic athlete in the National Football League. And I had Wink Martindale tell me, who was the defense coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, now the defense coordinator with the New York Giants, tell me, and this guy's been coaching forever, he said, on a football field, in football pads, I have never seen Tyreek Hill's equal when it comes to speed and quickness and in and out of breaks. It's like what you see on film, you think, wow, this guy's really fast. We've got to be really careful. And then what you see on the field, it's like he cranks it up to a different level. So, you're going to miss that. And Andy Reid has a propensity not to run the football. He doesn't want to win that way. That's not what he does. And so I'll be interested to see, if they can create those explosive, big over the top plays, those drives that last 3 plays and go 82 yards. Can they do that without Tyreek Hill either catching it and making the play or taking all the pressure off the rest of the guys so they can make plays?
Mark Schlereth here on the Rich Eisen Show. So you think the Chiefs? You're going to take the Chiefs then to win that division?
I'm going to take the Chiefs with trepidation. I like the Raider pick, but Picking the Raiders would be like eating a turd sandwich for me, so I'm just not going to do it.